I just ended a 7-day trip bringing my grandbabies to Walt Disney World for the first time, and we stayed here at the Art of Animation in the Little Mermaid room. So I'm going to take you around the room and just give you a few things that I've learned throughout the week of the stay, and also just know that the room is not perfect because we have stayed here for the entire week, but I tried to reset it as much as possible. So let's take a look at the Little Mermaid room, the setup, and all the small details. So with the window and the door roughly behind me, this is the setup for the beds. The beds were actually quite comfortable. Lots of room here. There is a small table in the middle. You do have your phone. You do have your Hey Disney, which the kids loved. Once I taught them how to say Hey Disney, tell me a knock knock joke, they did it the entire time that we were here. There are plugs and USBs back here. Also, we have the light switches. Light switches control over the beds right here. When it came to needing more room, we were able to put all of our luggage underneath the bed to be able to walk around, so there is quite a bit of room down there. Across from the beds, you do have a small table and chairs to be able to sit. I did a little bit of work. The kids had some snacks as we were getting everybody ready. This is going to be the setup for underneath the TV. Lots of plugs and USB ports here. There is a beverage fridge here. There you go. This is what the small beverage cooler looks like. Here we have 3 drawers, and that is what the drawers look like. We also have a pod coffee maker. So you do just have regular creamer, and then you have some teas, you have some Joffrey's, decaf, and regular coffee, not to mention some cups right here. But there's the setup for the coffee maker. We did do a small grocery run when it came to the beverage fridge. Now I did order in like fruit. I also ordered in flavored creamer for me, and the beverage coolers kept it so cold. Even though they don't get as cold like as a regular refrigerator, I thought they still did very, very well. Even some of the fruit I ordered in strawberries, the fruit got frozen overnight. So that just tells you like at least this specific beverage fridge that we had in our room still got everything like super, super cold and held it cold. Now this room, we did have connecting rooms, so I want to show you what the bumper rails look like whenever you request that. Like you can either request it when you check in, or you can like make the notation on your reservation whenever you make the reservation. You just need to call in and talk with a cast member to make that request. So the cast members will come in and they'll put it under the sheets for you, and then that is what the bed rail looks like. There you go. So the bathroom area is behind this curtain right here. Counter space was a little small, so we really did have to clean up and keep everything tight. You do have a hair dryer here. You are stocked with plenty of rags and towels, but we have used quite a bit of it, but everything is usually sitting right there. You do have your sea salt soap, extra tissues, and then this is what it looks like for all of the hanging things. You do have extra pillow and blanket. You have a safe. You also have an ironing board, and then also a luggage rack. And then quite a bit of like storage and at least room to put stuff like underneath. There is a separate door that separates this area from the actual bathroom. I do love that it has a full-length mirror. I love a room with a full-length mirror. You have your commode here. Again, we have used some of the towels, but that's basically what the setup, and you have plenty of towels. And then this cute little shower curtain. I love it. Fairly tall shower head. I will say the water pressure was really good. It felt like we were getting a massage every evening whenever we were taking a shower. Kids loved taking the bath in here and being under the sea with Ariel. And then this is what you have inside of the bathroom. For our stay, Housekeeping did come every other day. They will make the beds, stock the towels, and stock the coffee maker. Also, don't be surprised if they do a little magic with any Disney stuff hanging around your room. You do have a thermostat to be able to control your air temperature, so that was also great. Between the 2 rooms, we had 6 adults and 3 kids, and I didn't feel like we were like on top of each other. I did feel like that we had enough room to be able to maneuver around. We had 2 strollers, so we rented a double stroller from Kingdom Strollers, and then we also brought our own single stroller. Now, since we had the 2 rooms, we were able to bring in the double stroller and put it to the side and still felt like we had enough room, and we put all of like the luggage underneath the bed. I will say if you have like multiple strollers and you're only in one room, being able to fold them up and put them under the bed is going to give you the most room for you to be able to maneuver around. But again, I didn't feel like we were on top of each other too much. I mean, for 3 adults, you know, we did have to like stay to the side sometimes, but you know, it wasn't, we didn't feel like we were just like overly cramped, yeah, and like in a really, really tight spot. Sometimes being the grandma, you forget all the little things that you really need to be thinking about. And one of those things that I was not prepared for and did not think about is plug covers. So we had a very adventurous 1-year-old who was into everything. And I really felt like we should have brought at least 6 plug covers because he was trying to get like under the tables, under the chairs, you know, and that kind of thing. We wanted for him to be able to get down and walk around, you know, because he was in a stroller so much in the parks because there were so many people. So we really did have to keep an eye on him because of that reason. So I do suggest bringing plug covers with you. I also wanted to add that I was a little apprehensive about staying in this room, but I did wait until my grandbabies were going to be here because I wholeheartedly believe that staying at the right resort, like theming wise, like what your kids are into or what your family is into, absolutely adds to the magic. So I was waiting to stay at Art of Animation to bring my grandbabies, but at the same time in the back of my head, I was a little worried that it was going to be like over the top and overstimulating like in the room because I just know how stimulating the parks can be, but I didn't think that it was over the top. I thought it was just enough, and the kids loved staying here and staying in the room. So just in case you are worried about that, it is just enough Disney touch to make it feel like it is a Disney resort. But now let's go and explore the Little Mermaid section. I want to give you all of the logistics and all the Disney crazy brain things that I look at when it comes to knowing before you get here all those little details about the room and the section that you're going to be staying in. Mermaid rooms are going to be your standard rooms, which means they're going to have the 2 queen beds in them. So they're going to be the smallest rooms of the rooms that are located here at Disney's Art of Animation. However, the theming is unmatched. So if you have an Ariel lover, yeah, staying at the Little Mermaid section at Disney's Art of Animation was just top notch. I brought my granddaughter on this trip that we stayed at Disney's Art of Animation at the Little Mermaid section, and she absolutely loved it. The Little Mermaid section here at Disney's Art of Animation is one of the furthest sections away from the lobby, dining, and transportation. So I will warn you on that. It can be kind of a walk, like 6 to 8 minutes, depending on if you have little ones walking with you or not, or if you're just pushing them in the stroller. Also in the Little Mermaid section, you are going to find a quiet pool, which is called the Flippin' Fins pool. The hours for this pool are from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. And then you are also going to have a laundry facility. So let's go take a look at them. There will be lots of seating around this pool area. You can also get towels from here, so you don't need to bring them from your room. There are also some life jackets here, small, medium, and large size for you. And there you go, just a nice quiet pool, not much else going on in here. Like I said, they do have laundry services here by the pool area in the Little Mermaid section. Each wash and each dry at the time of filming is $3.25, and you do need to use like a smartphone to scan a QR code to be able to pay by debit or credit. And the really cool thing is, like in the app, you can keep up with like how much time your washer or your dryer has, so you know when to come down, and you can leave it. Every time I do a wash it or dry, I do leave it, and I have not had any issues. And anytime I'm traveling to any resort on property, I do bring like laundry pods. Those actually travel well. Or you can actually just bring like laundry sheets. If you do need to get it from inside there into that vending machine, they are $1 a piece. Let's talk getting to transportation and to the lobby. Now, the Little Mermaid rooms, as cute as they are the furthest away from pretty much everything. So Like I said earlier in the video, depending on where you are and if you are walking yourself or if you have a small one walking behind you, it can take up to 6 to 8 minutes to get to where you need to go. Either that's the Skyliner out the back or the buses out the front or the lobby straight ahead. So out of the back of the resort is going to be the Skyliner station, and I am coming from the furthest point in the Little Mermaid room section. So let me just kind of take you through the windy path and show you what the walk is going to be like. Literally 6 minutes exactly. Okay, now let's take you through the walk of what it's going to look like coming from the Little Mermaid section and going to the lobby and the bus transportation out the front. And from the middle of the Mermaid section, let's head on into the lobby and the bus transportation. Each time you pass this little treasure box right here, whenever people are leaving, they can't bring stuff with them, they will leave stuff in here for you to be able to take. It became a game for us to see what was in here that morning as we were leaving for the parks. Keep you looking at the ground because the sun is shining so bright. I might blind you. So there you go. So from that walk from Little Mermaid section through the Lion King section was about a 5-minute walk. That's going to take you to lobby. That could take you to the buses out the front, and then also the main pool of the resort where like all the activities are, the splash pad is. Also, that is where the small playground is as well. I hope this helped give you some insight into staying at Disney's Art of Animation in the Little Mermaid room. I am all about the small details, and just having that insider knowledge can help you just be prepared for those things that you are not expecting, and that can make a world of difference in your trip going in with the right mindset. If you have not already, make sure that you are checking out my resort tour, and I take you through all the little things, all the small details that I encountered on staying here on this trip for the 7-day trip with my grandbabies for the first time. If this video was helpful, please give it a like. That really helps me out a lot. Also, if you would, there's a new thing on YouTube. Whenever you hype a video, that really helps push out the information to other people so that they can learn about this as well. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel as I take you all around Walt Disney World, tips, tricks, and everything that you need to know about going to Walt Disney World. I'm Terry with Creating the Magic. Have a magical day.